What is up, everyone? Jay here, and I'm gonna be talking about Programmer Dater, my final for GD205. What I ended up with for my game was a dating sim, a physics dating sim about zealous programmers. Now, I didn't have any clue what the hell that meant. A dating sim, sure. A physics-based dating sim, okay. Zealous programmers, whatever. I don't know what that means. Anyway, what I ended up doing is I made a Cupid style game where you shoot one of the characters, and then you shoot a different one, and then you link those two, and then you end up having them date. They converge together and they date. What that worked like was like this. If I hit play, let's wait for it to start working. Okay, see it working there. So this is the main idea I had for the characters. So you would shoot one, it would look for another one, and then I would shoot the other one, and then once I shot the other one, they would start walking towards each other, and once they were in a specific radius, they would stop walking and do this animation, which would be kind of the dating aspect of it. I didn't really like how this ended up because most of the time it ended up picking a random partner, not the ones I actually shot. So it was just a pain. So I just decided to change it up. And that wasn't the only reason I changed it. This didn't feel very engaging, trying to shoot two different characters that were all over the map, and then they started converging to each other. There were other sets of problems with it, like they would probably get stuck on some of these props. So I had to put them fairly close together for it to actually work. So I didn't want to do that. What I ended up doing was let me stop this. I instead made it so that you can pick up the character itself and throw it into another character. To me, it was a little bit hilarious, and it just worked better in my opinion. So what I had to end up doing was I had to get rid of the bow, and I had to make a pickup mechanic for it. I'm gonna show you right now. Let me just disable the bow real quick, and then put in the destination. So what happens is whenever you're close enough to the character, the pickup mechanic starts working, and then you can pick up different characters. Any character that you pick up, you can just throw them into a different character. So that version works a little bit like this. And you can throw it into any one of them. It doesn't matter which one you throw it to, you just gotta throw it. So you get close, pick up the character, they're right there just dancing next to you, having a good time. And then you throw it into another one. Oh, the hell happened there? Well then. Okay, that one's not working because I freaking messed up the code for it. But let me just grab a different one. It's gonna be an easier time. I think I forgot to enable the rigid bodies. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna grab this one because I know this one is unchanged. They're gonna take it all the way over here. Let's take it to the one I actually want to. I'm gonna throw it at him, and there you go. They start doing the same thing, but this time you can just pick any one of them, any which one. There's one up there, there's one in the forest. So you can pick and choose which ones you want to date them to. As long as you make 4 couples, that's pretty much the goal of the game. And if you run out of time, you lose. You can just throw it right over there. There you go. And sometimes, you know, there's a few hilarious things, like if you throw them up in the air, they start doing some crazy stuff and whatnot. But yeah, this is pretty much the core aspect of it. You just grab them, physics-based dating sim, grab and throw the programmer while they're dancing and having a good time. Oots, 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 oots. All right. In any case, how I made this happen were very simple things. I just made a pickup mechanic. I made a specific point in where you pick up an object onto the character controller. So basically here, it would call a specific script, which is attached to one of the, to one of the the other characters, and then in that script it would do all the date stuff. But this pickup mechanic is right here. You just, once you get the distance between the destination point on the character and then the position of the actual character that you want to pick up. So the destination point on your character and the position where the actual character is, that's basically the distance. And then if the distance is greater than 3, then the mouse click is not going to work. That's one issue that I was having, where you could pretty much click it from friggin' 2 kilometers away and you could still pick up the character, and it was just creating a whole sorts of problems. Another thing that I was having issues with is, for some reason, I didn't know this would happen, but if you do the void on mouse down function and void on mouse up function, they stay active even if you disable the actual script. So the characters would do all their things and you wouldn't gain any other points or anything after you actually put the characters to date, but you were still able to pick them up and throw them around, and they would still have like that dating animation. It just looked weird. So what I had to do was I had to make an if statement that if this specific script was not enabled, then it wouldn't run any of the mouse up or mouse down stuff. Another issue I was having with this game was when picking up some of the characters, it would pick up a bunch of other random stuff like rocks around the area or a tree. So what I had to do was I had to make up a an array in which it would detect only whatever was in that, or only the game object that was in that array, which is the programmers that I wanted to make. And that's pretty much it. The goal of the game is just to have all these characters have a dating partner, and once you get all of them together, you win. Super easy, super chill, and hopefully anybody else that tries it has a good time. Thanks for watching the video, and I hope you guys enjoy the game. I'm gonna leave the link for the itch page, and I'm also gonna leave the link for the codes and stuff for the GitHub and whatever else. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna just stop talking. Thanks, everybody.